Data according to the United Nations World Food Programme says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken 4 years before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one, before I selling 300, now I selling 500 because only it don't cost. Down I selling, before I selling 3,500, now I selling 6,000. Everything don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the food like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not say like if I was increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry.
If you order Bolt, InDrive, or Uber and you see this man run for your life,
immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish, and
but this same man picked me up, May 3rd, and he did the same thing.
Oh, chef Bolt, chef Uber, chef InDrive.
I'm getting scared because, like, oh my god, what if he's the one? Yes, please.
Welcome to African News 24 TV, your source for news and reports from around the world. I'm Mary Adim and we're glad to have you join us this hour. Stay tuned for updates on the latest stories making headlines. President Bola Tinubu has asked the Senate to approve the nominations of 2 new chief executive officers for the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. The request followed the resignation of Engineer AHMED of the Nmdpra and Gbenga Komolafe of the NUPRC. The special advisors to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, announced this in a statement on Wednesday. Both officials were appointed in 2021 by former Muhammadu Buhari to lead 2 regulatory agencies created by the Petroleum Industry Act. Onanuga said to fill these positions, Tinubu has written to the Senate requesting expedited confirmation of Orishe Meiwa, Amano Rishewo, Enyeson as CEO of NUPRC, and Engineer Saidu Aliyu Mohammed as CEO of NMDPRA. The 2 nominees are seasoned professionals in the oil and gas industry. The former Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Engineer AHMED, has debunked a statement circulating on social media purportedly issued in response to allegations made against him by the chairman of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote. Dangote had accused Ahmed of economic sabotage, alleging that his actions were undermining domestic refining in Nigeria. He added that the leadership of the Nmdpra was colluding with international traders and oil importers by issuing import licenses for petroleum products, thereby frustrating local refining efforts. On Tuesday, Dangote formally petitioned the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, calling for an investigation into the allegations. In a statement released on Wednesday, Ahmed said the quoted response attributed to him did not originate from him and described it as false. Some oil and gas marketers have urged President Bola Tinubu to intervene in the ongoing dispute between the former Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, and the President of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote. The market has called for Tinubu's intervention to prevent further disruption in the downstream sector. Dangote had accused the Nmdpra CEO of economic sabotage and collusion with oil importers to undermine local refining. Ahmed denied the claims and said he will not engage in public exchanges. However, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria warned that the feud could erode investor confidence and called for dialogue with Petroan, also expressing confidence in reforms introduced by the Nmdpra. The president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, has disclosed the details of the union leadership's meeting with President Bola Tinubu. Tinubu's meeting with the NLC leaders at the presidential villa in Abuja on Tuesday night was part of the last-minute effort to halt the union's proposed nationwide protest over insecurity. The NLC had declared a nationwide protest for Wednesday, citing what it described as the country's degenerating security situation. However, Ajaero said the meeting held with Tinubu centered on addressing the issue of financial insecurity of Nigerian workers. The Nigerian Police Force says there is no court order restraining the NPF from enforcing the motor vehicle tinted glass permit policy. The force public relations officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, made this known in a statement on Wednesday in response to concerns raised by the Nigerian Bar Association. Hundeyin said although litigation is pending on the matter, no final judicial pronouncement has declared the policy unlawful or barred the NPF from carrying out its statutory duties. The police spokesperson stressed the pending court cases do not automatically suspend lawful enforcement, except where a court expressly orders otherwise. The Lagos State government has announced a traffic diversion plan to facilitate repair work on damaged pedestrian bridge at TINCAN-APAPA Inward Mile 2. The Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Osiyemi, made this known in a statement on Wednesday. Osiyemi said the repair work will take place on Saturday, December 20, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Commissioner stated, quote, the work will be carried out in two phases. Phase 1, lifting and placing of bridge beams. The road from TINCAN-APAPA to Mile 2 will be completely closed from about 20 minutes during the beam lifting. Traffic will resume immediately after the operation is completed. Phase 2, lifting and installation of bridge slabs. Traffic from TINCAN-APAPA to Mile 2 will continue to move, but vehicles will be diverted to one lane about 50 meters before the bridge work area. Full access will be restored 50 meters after the work area. Traffic from Mile 2 to TINCAN-APAPA will move freely throughout this phase. End of quote. Osiyemi urged motorists to be patient and cooperate with traffic officials, saying the temporary full and partial closures are necessary for the safe repair of the pedestrian bridge by the Federal Ministry of Works. And in business news, Warner Bros. Discovery has told its shareholders to reject $108.4 billion and approximately £80.75 billion takeover bid by Paramount Skydance. Warner Bros., the owner of CNN, said the terms of Netflix merger were better, while the Paramount offer once again fails to address key concerns that we have consistently communicated throughout our extensive engagement and review of the 6 previous proposals. Streaming giant Netflix shocked the industry on December 5 by announcing it had sealed an agreement to buy the film and television studio for $72 billion, the entertainment industry's biggest consolidation deal this decade. 3 days later, Paramount, whose chief executive officer is David Ellison, the son of Larry Ellison, an ally of United States President Donald Trump, launched an all-cash tender offer valuing the entertainment giant at $108.4 billion. Trump said last week that he wanted to ensure CNN gets new ownership as part of the Warner Bros. On the foreign scene, Warner Bros. Discovery has told its shareholders to reject $108.4 billion takeover bid by Paramount Skydance. Warner Bros., the owner of CNN, said the terms of Netflix merger were better, while the Paramount offer once again fails to address key concerns that we have, according to them, consistently communicated throughout extensive engagement and review of the 6 previous proposals. Quote, "We are confident that our merger with Netflix represents superior, more certain value for our shareholders." The company had said this in a statement on Wednesday. The streaming giant on December 5 announced it had sealed an agreement to buy the film television studio for $72 billion. 3 days later, Paramount, whose chief executive officer is Larry Ellison, an ally of the United States President Donald Trump, launched an all-cash tender offer valuing the entertainment giant at $108.4 billion. In sports, former Super Eagles captain and Nigeria's most capped player, AHMED MUSA, has announced his retirement from international football. MUSA announced his retirement via a statement on Wednesday, bringing an end to nearly 15 years of service to the national team. The former Super Eagles captain said he took the decision after deep reflection, noting that wearing the Nigerian jersey meant everything to him from his first call-up. He recalled his early days with simultaneous invitation to the under-20, under-23 and the senior national teams, stressing that he never hesitated to answer the nation's call. MUSA, who earned 111 caps for Nigeria, described becoming the most capped players in the country's football history as a great honor, saying he always understood the responsibility that came with representing the nation. MUSA added that playing for Nigeria was always bigger than personal challenges. Football's global governing body FIFA has unveiled a new cut price tickets category after a backlash by fans over pricing for the tournaments in the United States, Canada and Mexico. FIFA said in a statement on Tuesday that it had created a limited number of supporter entry tier fixed at $60 for all 104 matches, including the final. It said the plan was designed to further support traveling fans following the national teams across the tournament. FIFA stated that the $60, €51 approximately, tickets would be reserved for fans of qualified teams and will make up to 10% of each national federation's allotment. The winners of the 2026 World Cup will receive $50 million in prize money as part of a record financial contribution for the tournament from FIFA. World Football's governing body FIFA announced this on Wednesday. The total World Cup prize fund of $655 million and approximately €558.5 million represents an increase of almost 50% from the $440 million distributed to teams taking part in the last tournament in Qatar in 2022. However, the 2026 World Cup, to be held in the United States, Mexico and Canada from June 11 to July 19, will be the first to feature 48 teams, a 50% increase from the 32 teams last time. Welcome to Entertainment News. The Lagos State Police Command has arrested popular TikToker Habib Hamzat, well known as Pella, following a viral video showing him driving recklessly and causing a serious road accident while live streaming the incident. The command spokesperson, SP Abimbola Adebisi, disclosed this in a statement issued on Tuesday. Adebisi said the arrest followed the circulation of the video on Sunday, December 14, 2025, in which Pella was seen driving in a dangerous manner that led to a crash and endangered his life and that of other road users. Adebisi described the act as reckless and unlawful, adding that Pella's conduct constituted a deliberate endangerment of public safety. She noted that the case has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for further investigation. The police spokesperson said the outcome of the investigation would be made public, after which Pella would be charged to court in line with the law. That concludes our broadcast for now on African News 24 TV. Thank you for tuning in. Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms, and please don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for the latest updates. I'm Mary Adam. Goodbye for now.